lead us in prayer? Anyone? Okay, Kia, lead us in prayer.
Let us stand. Let us bow our heads to the presence of our Lord together. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, thank you, Kia, for leading us in prayer. Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so it's been a long time since we met. So, are you all good?
Yes.
Okay, so I think you are all good right now. So let's proceed. So before we proceed, can you remove all unnecessary things in my subject and sit properly? That I can make sure. I just want to make sure that all of you will listen. Okay, so who's the secretary in this class?
Lady.
So secretary, can you check who is present for today? And for those absent, can we also check who leave an newsletter, okay? Thank you, secretary. So, did I give you an assignment in our last meeting?
No, sir.
No. And sure?
Yes.
Okay, so since we don't have an assignment on our last meeting, let's have a recap. Anyone can recall our last period? In our last meeting? Yes, Seb?
The next meeting that we discussed was about mean, median, mode, and group.
Okay, exactly. So, how do we get the mean for a group data? Anyone? Anyone? We mean in a group data.
We need to sum up all the values and divide it by the given value.
Okay, exactly. Just like what I said in our last discussion, we can simply get the average of all datas. Okay? So, how about the median in a group data? Yes? Yeah?
In finding median, we have to arrange the data and get the middle value of the data.
Okay, that's correct. So, if in finding the median in a group data, if the total number of data are odd number, we can use the formula n plus 1 over 2, whereas the n is referring to the total number of datas. So, also Kia is correct in just an easiest way. So we can simply get all the datas, we can arrange it from least to greatest, and just simply locate the middle number or middle value. Okay? But if the total number of all datas are even number, we can use this formula. N over 2 plus 1. Okay? So, in easiest way again, so we can arrange all the datas from least to greatest and find the two middle number and just divide it by 2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, last, how about the mode in a group data? Yes, John? Mode in group data. Group data.
Derivative number.
Okay, so exactly. So in getting the mode in a group data, there is no need to organize all the data from least to greatest unless you would think it would be easier for you. Huh? That's all. So I hope everyone understand our lesson in our last meeting. Okay, so okay. Here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so before we start in our new topic, let's have a short activity. Okay? And it is called Hilahin mo ang yarn kung kaya mo yarn. Yes?
Yan, yan.
Yan. So, I have here a paper cup, then with black cards banded from the yarn. So, every black cards contain a percentage of difficulty. Okay, so, and those black cards contain more guess questions. So, all you need to do is just pull the yarn. Then, answer the question that you unintentionally chosen. So, because when you pull this yarn, you didn't know what black cards you will choose. Okay? So, Can you raise your hand if you want to answer? Anyone? Yes, Joanne? Come here in front. Okay, 30% difficulty.
The awkward process of forming summations.
Wow. Very good. Can you clap your... Okay, next one. Okay, Seb. Okay. 30% difficulty. Can you read the word guess question?
Data formed by aggregating individual observation of a variable and group data.
Okay, correct. Okay, so another one. We have, okay, Dassie. Oh, average number of students per class. Okay, class size. Very good. The last one. Yes, Iya. Just the easiest one. 20%. No, this. No, ito. 20% difficulty.
Commonly used form of average mean.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for participating in our short activity. So, based on our activity, what do you notice? Does any term that we answered are related in our last meeting? Okay, so you encounter those terms, but okay.
Group data, sir.
Okay, so another one. You would what term do you answer?
Finding the central tendency.
Ayun, or finding the central tendency or finding the mean. Okay, so we already encountered finding the mean in getting the ungrouped data. So, but this time, we can get or we will focus on finding the mean in group data. So, are you ready, guys, in our today's topic? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, Winnie, can you read our objectives? Go. Can
At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to practice the classification of the table with the data, determine the mean of the group data, perform enough activities to process the knowledge and skills learned in further deepen their understanding of the lesson.
Okay, so there you go. So I have a first question for all of you. So why do we have group and ungroup data? An idea? Okay. Why do we have group and ungroup data? Yes, Iya?
In ungroup data, the data are limited or small size. And in group data, the data are
Exactly. Okay, very good. So when the data has a class or a group of different class, it is said to be the group data. But in finding the ungroup data, we just consider it when there's when the data have no exactly group or classes. So that's it. So can you read our first statement here? Seth.
A mean can be determined for group data or data that is placed in intervals. Unlike in group data, the individual values for group data are not available.
Okay, so let's have an example here. Example number 1. The scores of 5 students in their short quiz in mathematics. Okay, we have only 5 data here. So based on these data, can we get their mean or average easily?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And this obviously considered as ungroup data. Okay?
yes.
How about in our another example here? Here an example. This time we have 30 total number of datas. What do you notice? Anything that you notice here in yes?
There is a repetition of
Okay. So we have, since we have same scores or not, it is not actually a big deal, but in this kind of data, we can actually group them in okay, let's say we have a number of group here or intervals by doing this one. So this one is 3 here. These are the intervals from, let's say, from 1 to 5. Okay, so then this one, let's say they are grouped from 6 to 10. Okay, so this one here, we have class interval from 11 to 15. Okay, and in this one, we have a group data from 16 to 20. Okay, do you get it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me close this one. So, okay, can we read our first step or our next statement? Yes?
Our first step is to create a table for group data by finding first range and the class size before getting the class intervals and frequencies.
Okay, so I have a table here. I have a table here. So this one are based on our previous example. Yeah, those three data. So I already grouped it. I already create a table for it. So what do you call this one? The first column. Yes, Jasmine?
Sir, class interval.
Okay, class interval. So as you can see in our first definition, here we have the class intervals. Okay, so how about the next column, the second column? Okay, just again.
Frequency.
Okay, the frequency. Frequency is referring to the total number of data in corresponding intervals. Okay, so let's hear. Can we read another statement here? Anyone? Yes, Tia?
The next step is to determine the midpoint, also called as class mark, of each interval or class.
Okay, so I have another question for all of you. So do you think there's a difference between median and midpoint? Anyone? Do you think? Anyone? Yes?
So there is no difference between the median and the
Yes. Okay, so we can prove that for our another example. Example number 4. Yeah. A list of scores in a short quiz of mathematics as follows. Yeah, there we have data. So when we will use the getting the mean of a group data, what will be the answer for this one? You can use your calculator in your cell phone. Okay. Yes, you can use it. Yes. So as you can see here, we have a total of 98 data. So when you get the total of all of it, you can just divide it by 19. Divided by 19. What's the answer?
9.10, sir.
9.10. Okay, so anyone have the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have here, I open it again. So we can use it in group data. So finding group data. So I have already a table here with a class intervals. Okay, so but let's see if it is correct. So our first step in creating a table is to get the range. So how do we get the range? Anyone? Okay, John.
Higher value minus lower value.
Okay, that's it. So what is our higher value here, or the upper value? Can you speak it in words?
30.
Okay, 13. So, and what will be our lower value?
6.
Okay, 6. When we minus it, so our range is 7. Okay. Our next step is getting the class size. Okay, so how do we get our class size? Anyone? Okay, so I think and you will know this. By getting the class size, we can just divide it from a range and the total number of our data is. Let's see. Let's the total number of data divided by range. So what would be the answer? The total number of data is 19 and our range is 7. This should be our class size. What would be our class size? Let's divide it 19 divided 7.
2.7.
Okay, so 2.7. And we can round off it and what do we answer again?
3.7.
So, yeah, our class size is 3. Okay? So, yeah, class size equals to 3. So, as you can see in this table, we started in 6. Since 6 is our lower value here in our data, so why do we put 8 here? Anyone? Anyone? Do you have an idea? Why do we put 8 here?
By adding 3.
Okay, since the class size, our class size is 3, we can just add by 3. So, the interval here is 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Then follow this one by 9 to 11, and the last one is 12 to 14. Okay? So, let's proceed in our frequency. Okay? In interval 6 to 8, how many frequency here that are placed in 6 to 8?
4, sir.
Okay, 4. Let's see, put here 4. How about, no, this one. How about in 9 to 11? Okay guys, sorry for interruption. So, where do we have now? Here in frequency or, okay,
We are on the X, sir.
okay, X, in finding the midpoint. So, how do we get the midpoint here from 6 to 8? What is our midpoint here?
7.
7.
Okay, 7. Here. How about in this one, from 9 to 11?
10.
10. 10 here. And last one, 12 to 14?
13.
Okay, 13. Let's proceed for the next column, fx. So we just multiply the frequency from the midpoint. Corresponding frequency, okay? Corresponding frequency and midpoint. So here from 6 to 8, so what will be our fx?
28.
28. Exactly. How about here, 9 to 11?
130.
130. And from the last one,
26.
okay, 26. Okay? So, after that, we will get the summation, first from frequency, since our total data is 19, so we can check it if it is 19. So, 2 plus 13 equals to 15 plus 4, 19. So, we are correct here. In this fx, we can get their summation. So, what will be the summation of fx?
184.
84 and 184. Okay? And one have the same answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
184. And after completing the table, here, what will be the formula in getting the mean for group data? Since we get the summation of frequency and get the summation of fx, what will be our formula here? Anyone? Okay, so our formula here is summation of fx over summation of f. So our summation of fx is 184 and this will be our summation of fx. Then our summation of f, what is our summation of frequency? 19. So we have here 184 divided by 19. So what will be our mean for group data?
9.68.
Okay, 9.68. So, okay, gawin natin dito. Mean. What
9.68.
9.68 is about getting the mean and group data. What do you notice? They are not actually the same. So we have here so we can assure it that in getting the mean of ungroup data and group data, they have different process, okay? So when you can see their answer, they are just almost the same. Theirs have a differential in decimal, okay? So, yeah. What do you notice? Do you think both of them are correct? Anyone? You can guess it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, yes, you are correct. Both of them are correct, but they are in different answer. Okay? So what's the point here? So in getting the mean in a group data, we get the average and getting the exact answer. While in group data, what we will do? Do you think so? Except from doing this formula. Why is the answer in mean in a group data is different from group data? Anyone? Okay, I will say it right now. So in getting the mean in a group data, they divided all the data in exact answer. Exact. While in group data, we just get there starting with E. Can guess? Letter E. Next two. Anyone? E, S, P, S, P. In group data, although we can get also their average, but we will estimate their mean. So that's it. But let's remember that both of them are correct. Huh? Okay. You get it? Yes. Okay. So I hope everyone understand our lesson for today. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So we have. Okay. Let's have another activity, a group activity. Okay. So how many? So I think you're only 5 or 6. So you're already in one group. So yes. What will we do in our group activity? You can get 15 to 20 total scores. 15 to 20 total scores. So since you're only 6, so because your scores will be based on your last 20 item quiz. But since you're only 6 here, you can put also the scores of your other classmates who are absent today. Okay? You get it? Yes, sir. Okay, so after getting their scores for a total of 15 to 20, we can create a table and find the class interval, frequency, midpoint, fx, and we can get their mean in group data. Okay? I show your complete solution. So your solution can be written in a short, let's say in Manila paper or cartolina or anything that you have here. So this will be your rubrics. Okay, so that's presentation, time management, cooperation. So you can just see here. Okay, so I give you 7 minutes to prepare your activity, and you choose only one presenter to present your works. Then we have strictly 1 to 2 minutes to perform the task. Okay? Yes, sir. Okay, so I have timer here. If no question, anyone? So if no one, you can start now. Okay? Job well done for all of you. I already see that you already think that it is easier for you, that our today's topic. So based on your presentation. So after that, okay, wait, we have our record left. Just can anyone summarize our topic for today? Okay, let's have it one by one. So in finding the mean in group data, what will be the first step? Okay, first one, we just, we just analyze, we just get the data, then, okay. So, yun, I'll summarize it again. So, the first one is yun, getting the range, high upper value minus lower value. Then the next one is getting the class size. Okay, so then after that, we create a table starting from class interval, frequency, midpoint, fx, then the total of fx and the total of frequency, and divide it. Then we can get the mean of group data. Anyone? Do you have any question? Okay, so I am here. We have a short quiz here for only 10 items. Can we get your one whole sheet of bond paper to answer it? This will be our short quiz. Okay, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have a last question here. So, do you think getting the mean and group data, what will be, how can we relate it in our real-life situation? Anyone? Getting the mean in group data. Okay? Yes, the mean and group data is connected in our statistics. When we use research, okay, so when we get a data, so mean is very significant in getting the data and to analyze and summarize our data in research. It will very helpful. Okay, so
Yes.
anyone? Any question?
So,
If no question, then goodbye class.
Good.